HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
And welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. On today's edition, we have the latest in Hiller sports, plus much more. But first, we got an exclusive look at the new Hopkinton Public Library Creatorspace. Here's a look.
Hi, my name is Danielle. I'm the Reference and Technology Supervisor at the Hopkinton Public Library, and today I am here to unveil something that we have been working on for quite a while. It is our Creatorspace. If you've been on our social media or have read the article in The Independent, then you already know that the library is opening a craft area for people ages 10 through adult to do all sorts of wild things. So we are going to be doing a whole lot of a bunch of different stuff. We have a bunch of sewing machines, so we will definitely be doing sewing classes. Other Five for Arts classes might include classes on weaving, knitting, crocheting, and embroidery. We also have materials for things like stamping and stamp making. So if you've never made your own stamp, that is a really fun and cool process that we will be able to do right in here. We also have materials like Dremels and wood burning. So if you're into that, those are also things that we can do classes on. Everything in this room will be for ages 10 through adult. There may be specific times or specific classes that have additional age restrictions. For example, I know that we will have a teen drop-in craft time some afternoons. So if you're an adult, keep an eye out that you're not trashing the teens party there. And there are also some things that due to dexterity or other safety issues, we might have higher age restrictions on, but those will all be in the individual classes. So make sure you're just keeping an eye out for that. We'll have two types of event in the Creatorspace. The first kind of event will be drop-in, where you can drop in and work on whatever you're working on. There will be someone here supervising the room who might be able to give you some hints and tricks. For those, make sure you're keeping an eye on who the person is, who is the supervisor of the room during that day. We have listed what their specialties are. So if you're looking for a certain kind of specialty to get hints on a certain type of craft, make sure that you're pairing up with someone who does that type of craft. The second type of event that we'll have in here are workshops, and those are those sort of classes where you'll come in, everybody will sit down, you'll get your fabric, and we'll all make maybe a coaster together, or we'll all do a little wood burning project together, and that will be a little bit more regimented. It'll be a little bit more skills based, and be a little bit more like a traditional class or workshop that you're familiar with.
Any idea of the days and hours that these classes are going to take place?
All of that is on our library calendar. So generally we will have a number of drop-in times during the week, and we might also have some workshops during the week. The times and dates on those will vary a little bit depending on our staff's availability. So definitely check out the calendar for all of that information. Our grand opening is on October 5th, which is a Sunday. It is from 1 to 3. You will be able to drop in, talk with me about anything that you see in here, and you will also be able to do your very first Creatorspace craft on that Sunday. After that, you will need to register for your free Creatorspace card, and then you will be able to enter the room. Like I said, when there's a supervisor, those times will be marked on the calendar, and that will be starting on October 6th, which is the Monday following our grand opening.
All right, and how do you register for these classes, and do you have to be a member of the library to take them?
You do not have to be a member of the library. Of course, we recommend being a member of the library if you're coming into the library, but it's not required. You do need to register, like I said, for that free Creatorspace card, which mostly consists of signing a waiver because of, again, safety things that may happen in here. And then with that card, you'll be able to come into the space whenever it's marked for something. The drop-ins you do not have to register for. The workshops you do, so make sure that you're keeping an eye on those. You can start signing up for workshops, you can start coming into drop-ins, and you can sign up for your free Creatorspace card on Monday the 6th. I'm so excited for this. This is something that I have been secretly planning since I was first hired here and told that this room was designed with the intention that it could transition into a creator space. Like I said, that was about 6 years ago, and I'm so excited that we were finally able to do this with the help of the Hopkinton Public Library Foundation. They gave us $10,000 to buy all of the tools and equipment and materials that you see behind me. We really could not have done this without them.
For more information, go to hopkintonlibrary.org.
Believe it or not, we are already through about half the fall season, and the games are getting more and more important as the Hiller teams try to secure a playoff spot. Here's a look at the latest happenings.
On Monday, September 29th, Hiller Girls Volleyball hosted Westboro. Matt Clancy on the call.
Kaylin handles that one. Gabby tracks it down. Back set for Addie, who just punches it over. Tulio handled that one. Punched over. And Westboro takes set number one, 25-18. Zia serving. She gave them some trouble last time. Short serve coming in. Eleanor. First pass in the middle for Stove, who just pops it over the block. Great way to place it to finish the second set. Hopkinton takes it 25-23. Took a little off it. Allen handles it. Big swing there from Hadley. Outside for Emily, tries to cut that in there, and that will do it for the third set. Westboro takes it 25-13. We'll be creep back into this. They got to put this away right now. One pass, one kill right now. Nice defense by Westboro. They're going outside. Rainier's got to adjust. Evie's there. Great job. Outside for Emily. Takes another swing in it. Tully has trouble. O'Reilly's got to hit it over to Rainier, who hits a roll shot. Eleanor's ready. Soph in the middle, who pops it up. Tulio fills in. She was ready for that one. They are just feeding it to Rainier, who hits it long. It's up. Evie going outside. Addie just has to roll it in. Set outside for Rainier. Big swing. Evie's there. Gabby outside for Emily. Hadley's there. Quick dump over, and that's going to end it.
Westboro took the win over Hopkinton in the fifth set, 3-2. Hillers fall to 7-2 on the season. Westboro improves to 9-1. On Tuesday, September 30th, Hopkinton Hillers Unified Basketball hosted Natick. A great win by Hopkinton and a very entertaining and close game. Congratulations to the athletes on a great effort. Also on Tuesday, Hiller Girls Soccer hosted Medfield.
Here's Weefer. Gets it over the far side. The cross out in front. A shot and it's in, and Medfield strikes first. A beauty of a cross to Emily Hoffman. And Medfield scores the first goal of the season on this Hiller team at 14:21 left to go in the first half. It is Grandinetti. Looking for the boot from the corner. And there's a shot and deflected out in front of the net, and it's popped in by Devin Weefer. The sophomore scores the second goal of the day for Medfield at 10:20 left to go.
Medfield led 2-0 into the halftime break.
At the very least, would certainly love to get that 0 off the scoreboard, but here comes Medfield. Charging into the box, across there, out on top, a shot, and it's in. Liz George with a beauty of a pass to Devon Wafer, who finds the net. At 5:26 left to go.
The Medfield Warriors hand the Hillers their first loss of the season as they take it 3-0. Hopkinton falls to 7-1 overall. On Wednesday, October 1st, Hiller Field Hockey hosted Dover Sherborne.
Sender is Mary Finnegan, gets it in. Top of the attack area. Fowler with a shot, and it's in! The Hillers will strike off the penalty corner opportunity. Sent out in front, there's a shot, and it's in. And the Blue Raiders break through. That was the captain, Elise Pisana, on the score. They go Hiller way. They look for an attack here. Drive it in. Towards the attack zone, a backhander, and that is in! What a great score for the Hillers. And it looks like that was Avery, Quebec.
Hillers led 2-1 heading into the halftime break.
Give and go. Hatfield with the shot. And Curtin trying to pin it, but it's popped in. And I believe that was Sophia Wickman who was able to put it in. There's a pass, backhander out in front, and it's put in. Off the deflection, Reese Bent able to strike and give Dover Sherborne their first lead of the game.
Dover Sherborne claimed the lead in the third quarter and had a 3-2 lead heading into the fourth.
And that is going to do it. Dover Sherborne's going to hang on and collect the 3-2 win.
The Blue Raiders of Dover Sherborne hold on for the 3-2 win. Dover Sherborne improves to 9-0-1. Hillers fall to 5-4-2. On Friday, October 3rd, Hiller varsity football hosted St. John's, and the Pioneers took advantage of Hiller mistakes early on.
We have in store here as Piccoli takes the snap. He's going to throw upfield. It's intercepted. Intercepted by William Molinari, and here he comes up the near side, and he is popped out of bounds at around the 5-yard line as DePercio is going to line it up as the quarterback. He'll take the snap. He's going to run to his right, find some room, and into the end zone with ease. A 5-yard touchdown run. Cole DePercio for the St. John's Pioneers touchdown. And Perry sends this one end over end. A nice kickoff to the far side. It'll be returned from about the 10. He's going to hand it off. The ball is dropped, and the Pioneers have recovered. The Pioneers are back up to the line, ready to continue on. Zacchaeus Collins, the quarterback, lined up out of the gun. 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He'll take the snap, and he's going to take this himself. Find some room along the near side, and into the end zone he goes. A 13-yard touchdown run.
St. John's took the win, 35-7. Hillers fall to 1-3. St. John's improves to 3-1 on the season. On Saturday, October 4th, Hopkinton Hiller Fall Babe Ruth Baseball hosted Medway.
It's runners on second and third. And that's going to get away from the catcher. Runner from third going to cover out and score. And the runner from second advancing to third. Set to deliver. And he gets a piece of this one, a little trickler up the left side, picked up by the shortstop. Throw to first is high, and everybody's safe, and a run scores. A nice piece of hitting by Alex Tripp. Certainly a difficult play to make. Score some more runs here. Line up and the pitch. Outside, gets by the catcher. Is the runner from third going to advance? Yes, he is. Slides in. There's a run. It's a one-run game. Fun, entertaining game this afternoon. Regardless of the way it ends, it has been a good one. And this is going to be a little trickler right side, and the game-tying run will score. And now the ball gets away, and the leading run gonna try to score. He'll score as well. And the Hopkinton Hillers take the lead.
The Hopkinton Hillers take the win in 5 innings due to the 2-hour time limit rule, and they collect the walk-off victory and improve to 6-1 overall.
We are going to take a quick time out on this edition of HCAM News. A whole lot more ahead. Don't go anywhere.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at tvlsports.net. tvlsports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Bay Path Humane Society hosted a groundbreaking ceremony for their new facility at 66 Fruit Street. The approved facility will stretch 8,200 square feet and will feature much more room for the animals and staff of Bay Path. Bay Path Humane Society has currently raised $5.2 million towards their $6.5 million goal for the new Bay Path Humane Society home, and the opening is expected to align with the business's 50th anniversary of their founding.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This is an amazing moment that began 10 years ago when we approached the town of Hopkinton for a piece of property. We are finally breaking ground, and it wouldn't be possible without so many supporters. The amazing town of Hopkinton, the wonderful team we have literally making this project happen now. Mazziello Construction, Avail Project Management, Greg O'Connor and Associates, AJ Site Work, and our wonderful committee members, our building committee, our campaign committee, our amazing board members and staff. We couldn't do it without all of you, and thank you so much. Looking forward to the next chapter. We're going to do big things. Thank you. Woo!
Thank you, Liz.
I'm so excited that we've made it here to this day. It's been a long time coming, and I'm excited to see what great things we can bring to the site.
We're so excited to be at this point. We have come such a long way, 10 years in the making, and we're breaking ground, but we still have some funds to raise, so we're hoping we'll continue to have your support as we look to close this in over the next year. So consider donating to this wonderful project so we can help so many more animals in need.
Where could people go to donate?
Okay. You can go to future.baypathhumane.org to learn more about the project and how to support us. We still have naming opportunities and just lots of ways to get involved.
Thank you all so much for your support. We've been at our current location for almost 40 years, and I've been there for at least 10, almost 14.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm very excited to move to this new location where we'll be able to help so many more animals, have a larger capacity, so much more space to help our medical needs from the facility we have now. So thank you all so much for making it happen.
We have been working on this project for 10 years planning, 3 years fundraising, and we're finally here at the site, and it's so exciting to see what's going to happen, what we're going to build here, and all the animals we're going to be able to help. Thank you all so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
I've been on the board for a little over 5 years now, and specifically working on the donor dev committee, and we certainly wouldn't be in this spot without all the support from our donors and our community, and so we're forever grateful for our continued growth of our donor database and everyone who continues to show up for BayPath in every way they possibly can. So we're grateful for our community, and we just ask that you continue to support us as we grow and evolve and expand our mission.
It's not going to work.
Nope. All right. 1, 2, 3.
You can view more information at their website, baypathhumane.org. It was a busy select board meeting this past Tuesday. The board heard a number of public comments.
It's hard to understand how a veteran restaurateur opens without a license when just 2 weeks ago, in this very seat, he chose to follow the rules and the laws. Honestly, I'm not sure why Mr. Dion opened without a common vic license from the town, but he did it, and I expect you to hold him accountable.
On behalf of the Friends of Hopkinton and President Colette Cronin, I'm here to report back to the Select Board that this year's Family Day was a huge success. Each year, the Select Board and the Town Manager has been very supportive of our Family Day. I've spoken with Town Manager Elaine Lazarus throughout, and up until the event, she's been very helpful and supportive of our Family Day.
KP Law, they had a clear record of being kept on by people they worked with at other towns that moved. The fact that a town recently unanimously and unprompted decided to appoint them for a 3-year term instead of the traditional 1 year, I thought was incredible.
Hopkinton's new water and sewer manager, Jed Fanuff, was introduced to the Select Board.
Good evening, Select Board. Good evening, residents. My name is Jed Fanuff. I'm grateful to be your new water and sewer manager. Excuse me. I'm fortunate to have worked under the outgoing manager, Eric Carty, for 14 years. And with his mentorship, he has me fully prepared to fill this role. I'll approach this job with a spirit of courage, and I will work tirelessly to provide the residents with the service they deserve. And I really thank you for the opportunity, and I appreciate it.
During the meeting, the Select Board hosted a public hearing regarding a nuisance dog causing havoc in the neighborhood.
And my cats it was a really nice, we were all out and about. My mom had just went inside and we heard the chickens fly up in their coop, whatever, making a lot of sound. And I look over my deck and I said, oh, the dog's in our yard. And then my boyfriend sees the dog run to the cat, get it in its mouth, because I thought the cat was gonna outrun it. I screamed at my boyfriend. He got him in a chokehold. And I'm an animal lover. I deal with horses. I deal with large animals. And I know that's the only way to open an animal's mouth.
She screamed a blood-curdling scream that drove me right out of the house to find out what was going on. And I saw what happened in her backyard, and it was Thor who did it. And when he was done, he ran right across the street to that property.
Yeah, so I would say I move to find and conclude, based on all the evidence reviewed at the hearing, that Thor is a dangerous dog, as that term is defined general laws, chapter 140, section 136A and 157, and furthermore, that we impose the immediate remedies of humane restraint, a non-retractable leash with a certain tensile strength, and
it says tensile strength of 300 pounds, not exceeding 3 feet in length.
300 pounds, not exceeding 3 feet in length. And then the last piece was
that would be
to be reviewed by the animal control officer and, followed up on by this board at a future date.
The board approved a plaque at the town common honoring enslaved residents.
There's a woman from Andover who's gone through court cases. That's how she's proven, and people who actually sued for their freedom prior to the end of slavery in Massachusetts. And that's how she's found and documented that. So those are the kinds of sources we're talking about. As Linda said, you're not going to get on Ancestry.com and find them.
In some ways, it's a symbolic thing. We're really just recognizing that this did happen. I don't doubt that there were 30 more people. I really don't doubt it. But at this point in time, it's been 300 years. Could we do something just to acknowledge them and to broaden the history? Children don't know this. People don't generally know it, period, in Hopkinton or anywhere.
In the town manager report, a number of incidents in town were addressed.
As we know, there was the violation for a Crest and Company opening before they received their common victualler license. They had not received the building inspection. And they were open for at least a day before we knew that. And then once we found out, we notified them immediately. I called the owner immediately and told him to open until the inspections were complete and we'd issued the license. So they did close, and they were able to get that inspection done by building by 11 o'clock that morning, and then they were able to open. So,
upcoming town government meetings include on Thursday, October 9th, we'll have the school committee meeting live on HCAM at 7 p.m. And then on Wednesday, October 15th, we'll have the zoning advisory committee live at 7 p.m. To view all upcoming town government meetings, head over to hcam.tv/gov, or for more information, head over to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News, but don't worry, next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., we'll be back. For all of us at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. As always, we thank you for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.